Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so excited. This is my first time being on this stage. I'm on this stage. What? Usually when I'm doing comedy, I'm in that back patio in the back. On Mondays. Illicit Mondays. I came here earlier. I had never seen this place so bright. I thought I had wandered into the wrong spots. The wrong spot in Little Haiti. That sounds dangerous. I went back there and it was so brightly lit. It was like brighter than the sun back there. But then I knew I was in the right spot when three dudes was like, "You want to hit? You want to hit?" I was like, "What? You want to hit?" I was like, "Oh, I'm in Churchill's." Thank you for reminding me. I am in the right spot. I don't even need that map finder little boop. No, just three dudes of questionable origin. You don't know if they were like outside and just wandered. They were like parking the cars and then just came in, or they were just actual fixtures just living back there in that back patio. So I'm excited. You know, I love it that there's a theme to this show. The Rockabilly theme. When they asked me, "Hey, Rhett, could you do some comedy tonight?" They're like, "Perfect." I was like, "Rockabilly, I can actually get dressed up. That's awesome." And then I was like, "What the heck is Rockabilly?" What is that? So I'm like scrolling, I'm like, oh, okay, so I get it. It's kind of like retro-y. It's kind of like 50s. The girls are all like badass with the pompadour thing, and they got the sleeves. I was like, that's a lot of work to be doing in 3 hours. Let me just put something together. Let me put a donut in my head and a scarf. I had to Google how to wrap this scarf. First of all, I live in Miami. I don't have that many scarves. This is not exactly the scarf-wearing capital of the world. Unless you're cleaning someone's house. I was like, let me make sure I'm clicking on the right YouTube videos for this. And I did have to clarify to the doorman, because I walk in, I was like, doo-doo-doo. He was like, yes. I was like, well, I'm performing tonight. He was like, you're performing tonight during the Burlesque show? I was like, well, yes, but I'm not going to be taking off my clothes in a tasteful fashion or anything like that. I'm going to be speaking beforehand. He was like, okay, that's enough right there. I was like, of course I'm in the Burlesque show. Look at my hair. Hello. 2 hours. Pinterest. Hello. Either that or I'm about to pick cotton in the redlands. Had to clarify. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of work. Like the Rockabilly thing, that's really cute. That look is not for everyone. It is not. Because I was like, there's so much work. There's so much going on underneath here to keep everything together. And look, I'm a confident person. I'm confident with my body, with what I look like. Because I read Huffington Post. I understand. I should love my curves. That's the thing. They tell you, well, don't worry if you're not a size 2. It doesn't matter. It's all about being confident in you. See, that rhymes. Confident in you. That's good. I'm cool with everything. When it comes to size, when it comes to my hair, when it comes to my skin tone, except when I see something that's like, ladies, are you wearing the right shoes for the season? I'm like, oh my God, am I wearing the right shoes? Ladies, you know those black kind of sort of Converse that you have? I'm like, yes, I have those. Those are not in season. Get the red ones. You're going to be so ostracized from everyone. I'm like, no, Huffington Post, no. Don't destroy what self-esteem I've built up because of footwear. It's too much pressure, too much pressure. The thing is too, look, I'm not going into I'm so fat. I'm not that person. I'm not going to be giving you fat jokes because I don't feel like that. But I was like, you know what, as I was putting on this skirt, since we're all friends, this section is more like friends. This is more there's a pool game, somebody's trying to make some money to get home, some car fare, there's some dates going on. I'm not going to mess this up. One of you will work out. The other one will be like, no, so. But I have to tell you this. As I was putting this on, I was like, okay, I just want to be a little smooth. I want to be smooth because this skirt's a little too thin, smooth. So I put Spanx on. So yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. None of the guys know what the hell I'm talking about. They're like, spanking? Are you spanking? No, not that. I'm not doing that. No. So the thing is, there's a point in a woman's life in the evening, you're like, okay, how worth it is it for me to keep these Spanx on? Like I don't see anything available for me tonight. Like, once I get off this stage, I've already scoped it out. I figure I'm gonna ration this out. I got my 2 drink tickets for performing, but I was like, who here can I get an extra drink out of? Nothing, Spanx off as soon as I get off the stage. There is not. That's what happens, guys. See, I don't want to just seem like I'm speaking to the ladies. I'm here for you too. I'm informative. It's like the Oprah hour. Later on, you'll be tastefully titillated. Right now, information. Let me tell you this. One thing, like, blow my mind. Let me do so. There goes a point where you kind of measure up. When you're like a single, like, single legs. You know, you gotta kind of have to measure. Exactly. You like that, right? With the hand thing. Except I didn't really do it. I should have practiced choreography. Pinterest here. YouTube should have here. This is more like jazz hands now. It's not even, or like a gospel thing. Yeah, now I'm doing this now. Like, hallelujah. No, that's not the angle I was trying to go for with that. But there comes a point in every single woman's life where you kind of like measure payday. How soon is payday? How is that going to affect my social life? Because there's always that one guy. That Bob from accounting. Are you a couple? First of all, are you a couple? You're a couple. You're like official couple, or like this is what he needs to know for this to happen. Okay, alright, just clarifying. Sometimes you gotta clarify, because sometimes like if I see a couple in the audience, like I don't like pick, but you know, there's always the woman that's like, help me, I also need to scope out who's in this audience for my 3rd drink. Who is that person? But there's always that one guy, like you ever start a job and there's that one welcoming committee. Hey, so I see you're new here in the department. It's like, yes, I am new here. Well, my name is Bob. I'm in the accounting department. Just want to let you know if you have any questions about forms, I'm here for you. Well, I don't really deal with accounting or forms. Well, I want to let you know, eventually you will have to encounter accounting. I was like, all right, thank you very much. And then every week, Bob swings by. Hey, did you watch Game of Thrones? No, I'm not really into, I don't have cable, I read a lot. Well, Game of Thrones is fascinating. I would love to have you come over and we could watch it together. I'm not into like fantasy stuff. Well, it's okay, because eventually you'll have to know about Game of Thrones. I could be that guy to help you. It gets to that point where you're like, you kind of scope out, when can I get to the coffee maker? When can I do this without Bob seeing me? When can I do this? But then you have to measure, like payday, like if you get paid every 2 weeks, and you're in that sweet spot, 14th day, that's when that money hits. But we're in day 10. And then Bob comes by, so I got some tickets to this burlesque show. You're like, wow, I really haven't been out in a minute. Yeah, we could have dinner, there'll be drinks, we'll discuss accounting forms. You're like, you know what, this actually doesn't sound too bad, because I do need a good drink right about now. So that's what I was just saying. If that's Bob, it's okay. He's a good Bob. He looks, he's like Bob, like whispering gently here. So what do you think about the 1099 forms that we have mailing out? I just want to focus on the comedian on stage. You didn't even give me top shelf. At least give me top shelf so I can tolerate this. I'm just, seriously, it's like, yeah. No, I'm not just. No, he's a good-looking Bob, if that's the case. If that's, you know, it's cool. 10 years! You wore her down good. You wore her down. No, I love it. It's cool. It's cool. I'm really looking forward to the show. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be something for me to look forward to for next go around. If I all I have to do is layer up the space, I will be up here next month. I promise you. It'll be great. Anyway, my name is Rhett Thompson. Thank you so much.